Where did Christmas come from? Who is Santa, and what is his relationship with Christ? Christmas feels awesome until dark, chilling mysteries about it are revealed. Many centuries ago, the Moabites and Canaanites worshipped the ancient pagan deities Baal and Tammuz, known as Chemosh or Molech. Despite the passage of numerous generations, the essence of worship has persisted, albeit with variations in names over the years. In the historical context of Moab, an annual communal event took place during the winter, around December 25th. This event involved a public ritual sacrifice where parents would compile a list of their desires for the upcoming year. Subsequently, they would offer their newborn children born in that specific year as sacrifices to their deity, Molech, with the belief that this act would enhance the likelihood of their prayers being granted. The practice of sacrificing children to Molech by fire started in biblical days. A king once rose up to ensure that this practice was abolished according to the instruction of God. According to 2 Kings 23 verse 10, "And he defiled Topheth, the place of fire, which is in the valley of the children of Hinnom," lamentation, "that no man might make his son or his daughter pass through the fire to Molech." The way people defiled a place was by offering their children as a sacrifice. News of child sacrifice did not start in this generation. Parents would bring their screaming children to the lap of this Molech deity who wore the Phrygian cap that we see the Santa Claus of this generation wearing, the same cap that Mithra wore. They would lay their screaming child in the arm of this deity while professing their long list of desires for the year. Now today, we don't see that people are sacrificing their children to Molech, but we do see that they bring their screaming children and lay them into the lap of a complete stranger dressed up like a mighty one, who they call Santa Claus. Their children resist with screaming their guts out because they sense the darkness and demonic force around this being and are so afraid of the spirit of Molech, which would corrupt their souls gradually till they finally succumb. Parents usually train their kids to avoid strangers, but during Christmas, they would persuade them to go to that white-bearded stranger irrespective of how their children feel or resist. When the child's soul is finally corrupted after his or her mind is numbed by the spirit of Santa, he or she may never be separated from the spirit of Christmas. This spirit is not really the spirit of Christ. It has nothing to do with Christ. Instead, it is the spirit of Santa, which is actually Satan, that has been restructured to look different. Satan has just been spelled Santa, yet many are blinded by the devil himself, thinking they are celebrating the birth of Jesus, but it is actually a great lie. After a while, the child's spirit is overcome by the spirit of Santa Claus, who then initiates him into the spirit of Christmas. The child will begin to love Santa Claus and begin to profane the name of God. Leviticus 18 verses 21. "And thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord." Leviticus 20 verses 3. "And I will set my face against that man, and will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech to defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name." Did you know that God became angry with Solomon because of these sacrifices towards Molech? 1 Kings 11 verses 7 and 9. 7. "Then did Solomon build a high place for Chemosh, the abomination of Moab, in the hill that is before Jerusalem, and for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon." 9. "And the Lord was angry with Solomon because his heart was turned from the Lord God of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice." Today, parents are bringing in Molech, who is the abomination of children, into their homes. Parents get strange diseases that affect childbirth, and don't know where they came from. Children are plagued with many sicknesses and bad behavior, and yet sophisticated machines cannot trace the root. Could it be as a result of the open door that has been created by letting in Santa Claus or Satan into our homes? By the understanding gained now by watching this video, parents should know that Santa Claus is not a good entity. Whereas Jesus is the door, according to John 10 verses 7, "Then said Jesus unto them again, Verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep." We see that Santa Claus is a thief that goes through the chimneys accompanied by elves. Santa and his dark elves have a very dark past. Dark elves or Dokelfar were said to be quite ugly, and they lived in the world called Niflheim. Today they hide behind a much more presentable and handsome Santa Claus to accomplish their mission of invading homes. Santa is identified as an elf in most of the world. The Celts believed that the elves were witches and wizards, identified by their pointy or Phrygian caps, and they were the teachers of the dark arts. Webster's dictionary refers to an elf as a wandering spirit, a fairy, a hobgoblin, an imaginary being that our rude ancestors supposed to inhabit unfrequented places and affect mankind in various ways. Santa has the English figure as Father Christmas, the German Belsnickel, and the Dutch figure of Sinterklaas. Throughout Europe, some variations have Santa Claus riding on a magical flying goat. Other versions have him riding on a magical flying white horse. Either way, he is always accompanied by dark helpers, usually referred to as the Krampus. The Krampus is a half-goat, half-man demon that accompanies Santa Claus from house to house. In the 1500s, Santa Claus transformed into a kind old man who gave gifts and flew on his magical chariot, accompanied by dark helpers or blackjacks. He was Christianized as a saint named Nicholas, supposedly based on the legendary saint of Myra in Turkey. Nicholas would leave gifts under the sacred tree on his birthday for those who had been good, but his demons, including Krampus, would abduct or beat those who had not. The goat-headed Krampus is worshipped in Satanism and pagan worship as Baphomet, also known as the Horned One. He is sometimes depicted with the horns of a goat and at other times with the horns of a reindeer. Beginning in early December, German children would hear whispers of a dark-haired creature with horns and fangs, carrying a bundle of birch sticks used to swat naughty children. According to Alpine folklore, the Krampus would enter towns, lashing chains and bells, capturing bad children in a basket and bringing them down to the underworld. In the 1970s, the Second Vatican Council stated that no Roman Catholic bishop by the name of Saint Nicholas ever existed. This historical revelation contradicts claims that Saint Nicholas was a real person, as the council asserts that no such person existed. They further state that the legends attributed to Saint Nicholas had no Christian origin, and likely came from pagan traditions. Therefore, the character known as Saint Nicholas is considered a myth, a pagan deity revamped and Christianized, much like how Christianity has adapted pagan traditions into Christmas. The Oxford English Dictionary identifies the devil as Satan, Lucifer, Beelzebub, and colloquially as Old Nick. The Concise Dictionary of English Etymology also affirms that Nick is a well-known British name for Satan. The Greek name Nicholas means the conqueror of the people. Revelation chapter 2 verse 15 condemns the teaching of the Nicolaitans, who promoted eating food sacrificed to idols and engaging in immoral behavior. This teaching is denounced as detestable, leading the children of Israel to stumble. It's crucial for everyone, especially children, to embark on their own intellectual journey when it comes to understanding cultures and beliefs. Don't simply adopt theories because your parents did. Take the initiative to conduct your research, delve into diverse viewpoints, and explore the rich tapestry of human cultures. Embrace the opportunity to form your own opinions based on evidence and a comprehensive understanding of different perspectives. By questioning and investigating, you not only enrich your knowledge but also contribute to a more nuanced and inclusive worldview. Remember, curiosity and independent thinking are powerful tools for personal growth and fostering harmony in our diverse global community. If you found this information informative, kindly share, like, and subscribe to this channel for more.